Up everyone, welcome back to the Rugby League History channel, hope you're all well. Tonight's video is going to be part 12 of my Forgotten Rugby League ground series, and the ground I'm going to be doing tonight is Lang Park. Before I get into the video, I'd just like to see if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing as it greatly helps out this independent YouTuber, and also make sure to comment and leave your likes and let me know your thoughts on the videos that I'm making. I'm also trying to get the 350 subscribers by the end of November now, I should say. So I'm at 318 at the moment. I'm trying to get to 350. Let's see if we can get there. Now, getting back to the video tonight, it's going to be about Lang Park. Lang Park being the spiritual home, I believe, of Rugby League in Brisbane and Rugby League in Queensland. Now, when I talk about Lang Park, I'm not talking about Suncorp Stadium, the redeveloped Suncorp Stadium that's been in operation since 2003. I'm talking about the original Lang Park before it was demolished. And I'm going to be going through some of the moments and some of the memories of the ground. Now, some of you might know or might not know, but Lang Park was actually a cemetery before it was anything else. And it was used as a cemetery up until 9/11. Then they redeveloped the cemetery into like an oval where they had all different types of spots, and that was opened in 1914. It wasn't until 1930 that Rugby League started getting played at Lang Park, and it wasn't until 1958 that the first Brisbane Rugby League Grand Final was played. Now, there's been some really big moments you can see in the last 20 or 30, 40 years at Lang Park. The first one being that the very first State of Origin game under that banner was played in 1980, where Queensland defeated New South Wales. It was also the incident of the famous can throwing in the State of Origin. Game 2, 1988, Wally Lewis was controversially sin-binned and the fans just unloaded with cans. And I remember growing up, and that was always played around Origin time. They'd always show the can throwing incident, and it's one of those moments that they always play over and over again during Origin. Also, the original Lang Park was Brisbane Broncos' first ever game, and they played against the defending premiers from the year before, Manly Warringah. And Brisbane won that match by 40 points that day. They absolutely smashed Manly. And can you imagine today if you had a, see for instance Redcliffe or someone like that got admitted into the competition and they beat Melbourne by 40 points. I mean, the whole social media would go into meltdown. So you can imagine what it would have been like back then when Brisbane did that to the defending premiers in their first ever match at Lang Park. Now, the ground was also the host and the home of both Brisbane. Brisbane left there in 1992, and South Queensland Crushers, they played there from 1995 to 1997. Their first game was also played at the ground, and they played against the defending premiers Canberra from the 1994 season. So on March the 11th, 1995, South Queensland played in front of 21,102 fans against Canberra. They lost that day 24 points to 6. Lang Park was also the scene of South Queensland Crushers' last ever game in the Premiership. In 1997, they defeated Western Suburbs 39 points to 18, and it also turned out to be South Queensland Crushers' biggest ever win as well. So they had the biggest ever win in their last game, and it was also at Lang Park. Now, the final game to be played at Lang Park before the reconfiguration, before they built what we know as Suncorp Stadium today, was on May the 6th, 2001, and Queensland beat New South Wales in the State of Origin 34 points to 16. And that was the final game played under the old Lang Park, with the sort of the circular type of a ground with the one big grandstand. As we know today, it's Suncorp Stadium. But that's just a little bit of history about Lang Park. Of course, it also hosted test matches, it hosted Rugby League World Cup matches, it hosted interstate matches all before that. It's a ground that I'm pretty sure a lot of, maybe some of the older audience would remember quite fondly, or they remember games being played there. So anyways, that's me video tonight, Forgotten Rugby League grounds. Tonight it was Lang Park. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the video, and if you were old enough or you remember games being played there, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anyways, everyone, I'm going to get out of here and hope you enjoy your Sunday or your Monday, wherever you may be in the Wales, and I'll catch you in the next video. Alright, ta-ra.